In my spring gardening prep video, I mentioned that I have a tire planter that's covered in moss. The plan is to harvest the moss to use in terrariums, but what do I need to do to make sure it's safe for the other plants living in them? If you ever bring plants into your home from the outdoors, you have to make sure that they're free of insects, fungus, viruses, and any other pathogen that could potentially harm your other plants. Bugs and fungus especially can spread like wildfire, so I'll need to sanitize this moss to some degree. I'll also need a container to store it in, and since there's so much of it, I'm going to use a lasagna dish. That should hold it all, and I'll cover it in cling wrap with some holes poked in it to keep the humidity up. Come on, let's go collect some moss. The tire planter is almost completely covered in moss, so I'll have a lot to work with. I just need to lift it gently off the soil and get some of the dirt off the bottom. This is a clumping moss, which is nice because it'll fit in little bare spots in my terrariums. We've had a lot of rain this past week, so it's really well hydrated. It's quite a bountiful harvest. I'll need to rinse it off and saturate it with water. Now I'm making a solution with just a little bit of hydrogen peroxide and mostly water. This is a 3% solution, which is pretty safe for plants, but it still needs to be diluted. There will probably be around a quart, so a tablespoon is enough. A 15-minute soak will do the job. If I leave it in the peroxide solution for too long, it could harm the moss. Okay, I need to give it a good rinse. I don't want to leave any of the hydrogen peroxide in there. And I'm sure that the moss will appreciate this nice cool bath. And now that I've taken the moss out of the lasagna pan, I need to essentially make a big flat terrarium. So I'll add some lava rock in the bottom. Bit of charcoal. Mix that in real good. Okay, piece of weed blocker fabric. And just a very thin layer of soil. There's already some soil clinging to the back, so I don't think it's going to need too much. Yeah, maybe a little more. And now we tuck the moss in. Then I'll cover it with plastic wrap. Okay, and poke some holes with a toothpick for a little bit of airflow. Not so much that it loses the humidity, but enough so it's not a completely sealed environment in there. And here we have a moss terrarium, sort of. A moss storage unit would be more accurate. A temporarium, if you will. I'm hoping it'll keep in there until I need it for my other terrariums, and I believe it will. Have you ever brought an outdoor plant inside? How'd it go? Let me know in the comments, and thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know in the comments, and please like and subscribe to my channel, and hit that bell to be notified when I release a new video. You can also find me on Instagram at planty.gen, where I share photos and tips as well. If you'd like to learn more about me, please visit my website at plantygenstinylandscapes.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Time for that theme song.
If your plants look sad and you've lost all hope, tried everything, you're at the end of your rope. Should you throw them out into the street? Nope, just ask Planty Jen. If you want to be a planty acolyte, learn the tips and tricks to keep them growing right. Water, fertilizer, and the right amount of light, just ask Planty Jen.